real quick, I want to say if y'all would like the video and subscribe, it helps my channel out a lot, so I would appreciate it. Thank y'all. So today we got some Project Slayers update information to go over, which was actually given to me by one of the devs of Project Slayers. A few days ago, I was streaming Project Slayers when one of the devs joined named Diabolica. Shout out to you, Diabolica. I appreciate the free video. But essentially, myself and you guys from chat asked her a bunch of interesting questions regarding the update. We asked about sun breathing and moon breathing and stuff, and we asked about when the update will release and some more stuff. So let's get into it. So I know the screenshot's kind of bad, but essentially we asked about sun breathing and when it would release, because obviously sun breathing has been confirmed since the release of the game, but unfortunately, at least in my opinion, sun breathing and moon breathing will be coming out last out of all the canon breathings. But this does mean that there is going to be more breathings after sun and moon, but they're just not going to be canon, similar to how snow breathing got released, or will be releasing this update, but it's not canon. We're going to get non-canon breathings at that point. I do personally actually like the concept of non-canon breathings after they're done with the canon breathings, because it will allow them to keep the game alive, but at the same time, it does also allow them to express creativity, and I personally didn't see that much creativity in snow breathing, and I feel like they could do a better job. I'm not a dev obviously, but if they are able to actually get really creative with it, I think it can be a really cool thing for Project Slayers. And the fact that sun breathing won't even be there for a majority of the canon content kind of sucks to hear, but I understand it. So the next thing that she confirmed during this update, which will be happening, is trading, and trading will be happening, but we're not exactly sure yet if there's going to be a trade hub or not. I don't have the screenshot on me, but she literally said they have not decided yet, and also they haven't decided if ores are going to be tradable or not, because if ores were tradable, that would kind of become the base currency, because for those that don't know, ores are converted into Robux Game Pass purchases, so you could use it to reroll your clan and whatnot. So essentially I would offer you like 10 ores for a certain weapon or whatnot. In my personal opinion, I think ores should be tradable, because it will add a lot more depth to the trading system and kind of give it more stability, and I can kind of add it. So maybe I could be like, this item for this item, but I'll add 2 ores, if that makes sense. For those that have been watching the new Demon Slayer season, you know that guns are in Demon Slayer, so I asked if they have any future plans for guns, or if guns could even be happening as soon as this update. And she said as of now, she has no information on guns, so it is possible they could come in the future, but probably not this update. I really doubt it. I personally think guns are pretty cool in general, and they would add a lot of variety to the game, so I do think they should add them, but I don't think they should rush it, because obviously if you end up rushing guns, it could break a lot of things in the game. So the next thing I asked about is if this update's gonna have any content similar to Mugen Train or a map extension in general. And I guess it's a 0.5 update for a reason, because there is not gonna be anything like Mugen Train. There's also gonna be no map extension, meaning it's just gonna be the same 2 maps you already have. But there is gonna be content. It's just gonna be a little bit different. Instead of like your normal map expansion like we were just talking about, we're gonna be getting something called the Devour sets. And essentially these are gonna be the most valuable and powerful weapons in the game. So for example, the Scythe, you're gonna have to get all the Scythe variants from dungeons. They're also reworking one of the dungeons, by the way. But essentially you're gonna get all the variants for the Scythe, and then you gotta go and kill a bunch of NPCs and get a certain amount of like blood or whatever you wanna call it, and then from there you can get a Devour Scythe. Apparently the fans and the Scythe are both gonna have Devour variants compared to the claws won't, so the claws are going to be weaker. And also with that whole explanation, I could be wrong, but that's my understanding of it. The next is something I thought was pretty obvious, but y'all kept spamming it, and y'all kept asking about hybrids. Are hybrids coming anytime soon? And essentially hybrids are not coming anytime soon, she said. She didn't give any time frame specifically, so I would just assume not in the next 2 updates at least, and probably not even in the next 3, but hey, it's possible. Anything's possible, I guess. And probably the most important thing is, when will the update actually release? And she said they have a specific date in mind, and UWAP should announce it sometime soon, but they did say that it shouldn't take more than 30 days, which means that Project Slayers and GPO are gonna update in the same month. Which one are you guys playing? Me personally, I rock with both games, but GPO is launching a full update compared to a 0.5 update, so I'm leaning towards that, especially if they update in like the same week or something. But either way, I hope both updates end up being good. Once again, thank you Diabolica for all the information. If y'all could comment all the good deeds I've done, and all the, you know how I let y'all borrow my Lamborghinis, and I saved that orphanage and the burning family from that house, or the burning house from that family, you feel me? I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all, love y'all, please subscribe and like the video. Later.